Today we'll be making a track like Lil Skies using FL Studio stock plugins. I made a tutorial on Lil Skies a couple years ago, but I thought that it might be fun to try again but limit myself to FL Studio stock plugins. I tend to rely too heavily on expensive VSTs in my videos, and I know that not everybody can afford to blow thousands of dollars on Spectrasonics or Native Instruments software. I use programs like Omnisphere and Keyscape a lot because I bought them and I want to get some use out of them. But FL Studio has its fair share of good VSTs and presets that can be easily utilized to make some great music. My advice is, don't get hung up on the things that you don't have. Be grateful for the things that you do have. If you own FL Studio but can't afford expensive third-party VSTs just yet, it's not the end of the world. If you employ the tools and equipment you have access to now, you'll be much better equipped to utilize expensive VSTs to their full potential once you're able to afford them. Or to put it another way, you're the only thing holding yourself back. Omnisphere isn't going to be the determining factor in whether or not you succeed as a music producer. And as a bit of a celebration for hitting 200,000 subs a few weeks ago, I'm going to do an FL Studio Signature Bundle giveaway. ImageLine recently reached out and provided me with a copy of their music production software to give away. To enter, just click the link below and follow me on Instagram and Facebook. Contest ends August 1st. Let's get into the cook-up. First, I opened up the Darkness preset in Biohazard, and I'm going to lay down a melody in A minor. Here's what I came up with. I applied a low-cut EQ to thin the sound out a little bit, in order to leave space for other bass elements later on. Here's what the melody sounds like now. I opened up the Bode 6 preset in Sakura and I added this simple counter melody. I applied a bandpass EQ and I added this fruity convolver preset to add more ambience to the sound. I opened up Flex, and I found this preset in the Arc Sun Cityscape sound bank. It reminds me a little bit of the VZ bells in Nexus. Anyway, I added another melody for a bridge section of the beat. I laid down a clap. I added an EQ to thin the clap out a little bit, and I added a soft clipper to make it hit a bit harder. Here's what it sounds like now. I made this hat pattern. I laid down a kick. I added a perk. I made this 808 pattern. In order to add some variation to the beat, I applied some automation. First, I'm automating this tape stop effect on the master channel of the beat. And next, I'm automating the gross beat half speed preset on all of the melodic elements of the track. Here's what the drums sound like all together. Alright, now it's time to write some lyrics. The main thing with a Skies type of track is to get the melodic flow and cadence down. As long as you get that vibe right, the rest doesn't really matter too much. But as for subject matter, I'll be focusing on the come up, motivational stuff, and simple punchlines. As for visuals, the main visual element featured in our track today will be created using FL Studio's stock visualizer. I'm going to put this song on Spotify as well, just because it's been a while since I've uploaded there. But anyway, with all of that out of the way, let's see what we've come up with.
Jay made the beat, so we mixing them perfect.
Ay, I dig my way up out the mud. Did this shit so long and now success is like a drug. Slow to get to grinding, but they always quick to judge. I don't really give a fuck, fit to smoke up like a blunt. Ay, dig my way up out the mud. Did this shit so long and now success is like a drug. Slow to get to grinding, but they always quick to judge. I don't really give a fuck, fit to smoke up like a blunt. Ay, nah, I ain't even finna flex. Fucking on your bitch and then I pivot to the next. I say fuck the critics, I ain't tripping, I ain't stressed. I just did this for myself, I ain't living with regrets. Yeah, but y'all too scared to take the chance. I knew I would blow before I even had the fans. Sorta like a roadie, how I'm rolling with them bands. And I'm trying to get them amps like a motherfucking stand. Like a motherfucking stand. Trying to get the amps like a motherfucking stand. Like a motherfucking stand. I dig my way up out the mud. Did this shit so long and now success is like a drug. Slow to get to grinding, but they always quick to judge. I don't really give a fuck, fit to smoke up like a blunt. Ay, I dig my way up out the mud. Did this shit so long and now success is like a drug. Slow to get to grinding, but they always quick to judge. I don't really give a fuck, fit to smoke up like a blunt. Ay, I dig my way up out the mud. Now success is like a drug. They always quick to judge. Finna smoke up like a blunt.